Hey, welcome to my presentation for my 5510 course. So here I'm in Canvas. This is the landing page that all learners see when they log into the course. I've included a welcome video. Let me play it. I'll turn the sound off. I think it's important for online learning to hear from the instructor in some way. Recorded videos, weekly emails. I've been in courses before where the instructor just kind of not there. And it can be very isolating and you feel alone. So I think it's important to hear from the instructor. So this is just a little about me and an overview of the course. This could easily be interchanged with a new instructor if they felt the need. And then welcome, a little welcome paragraph. And then week 1. Since this is the landing page that they come to every time, I've included some quick links down here to the syllabus, the modules, grades, and so on. So first thing I want to look at is the syllabus. So purpose is something, or it's one of the main things I'm going to take away from this course, is that establishing a clear purpose and knowing your audience makes instructional design so much easier. When I first started building the course, I didn't really know, and it was very difficult. And a lot of that stuff that I developed at the beginning is no longer in the course. So once I established a clear purpose and audience, designing the course was a lot easier. PC requirement or processing requirements, since they are using Pro Tools, which can be taxing on some older computers. I've included requirements. Grading, breakdown of the different grade totals, due dates that could be easily changed, grade totals, and then rubrics. So I think rubrics are very important. They establish clear learning expectations. So I created rubrics for the online discussions, the project rubric, which is the big learning outcome for this course, and the assignments. These are PDFs, but they're also built into the Canvas course. So when the instructor's grading, they have that to grade with. Goals and objectives, and then a course outline. So let's go back to home. So after the learners watch the welcome video, week 1 start here. So this is the first thing they'll do in the course. So I'm not going to go over all the different weeks in the course because I don't have time, but there are a couple important ones that I kind of want to walk you through. And this is week 1. First thing they do is read the syllabus. And then, first thing they see is an overview of the week. So each week I recorded a video from the instructor overviewing the week. I think it's great in online learning to hear from the instructor on a regular basis. Right now I'm in 5510 instructional design, and each week the instructor sends a detailed email that is very, very helpful and much appreciated. So it's nice to hear from the instructor on a regular basis, even if it's in a pre-recorded format, so that the learning doesn't feel so isolated. If I was actually teaching this course, I'd probably send emails to emails as well to kind of touch base with the learners. And then there's some helpful videos that are kind of tied into the readings and content for this week. And then let's go down here to next. So week 1, I have them setting up Pro Tools that they're going to use in week 2 to make sure they don't have any problems, so they're ready to roll next week. The obligatory welcome and introductions. Kidding aside, I think this is an important part of online learning, is interacting with peers and the instructor. So welcome and introductions is important. There I am as Scott testing the course, make sure it works as a student. Now my discussions for this course, I kept them a little less technical, and they're more dealing with different themes and ideas in the recording world. So the big one I chose is digital versus analog recording, which is a big debate in the audio recording world. What's better, digital or analog? So that's what they're discussing to get them thinking about bigger ideas in recording. And then there's the rubric as a PDF. Reading quiz. So these are open-ended, but they could easily be changed to be multiple choice if the instructor just wants a quick, easy to grade multiple choice quiz. And then the assignments. So each week there's an assignment where they're applying the skills they learned. Down here's the rubric built in, ready to go. So this first week they are diagramming their studio space. And then week 1, they're proposing a project. So the big learning outcome for this course is a real-world recording project. So I kept it loose as far as the content, so they can record a podcast, a movie score, a radio show, an audiobook, or an original song, because I want the project to be meaningful to them and something they can use and that they care about. So I created a project overview file that I've embedded throughout the course so they can access it easily. So let's take a look at that. If it will open. Okay, here's my audio recording project overview. So this is a detailed overview of what they need to include in their project. So here's the requirements. So these requirements can be applied to lots of different recording projects. So 3 tracks, MIDI, all that is things that could be used in a podcast, a song. So even though there's specific requirements, there's still a lot of room for them to create work that's meaningful to them and that they have a choice over. And then there's just tips on the order of things they should do, planning their project, recording of initial tracks, overdubs, kind of the order that they should do things in, and then the rubric is here as well. So this is embedded throughout the course so they have access to it. So week 1, they're just kind of choosing an area of focus and writing a proposal. Let's go back to our modules. So here's my modules. I included the due date for the discussions. This could be easily changed. And then each week there's some sort of Adobe Connect meeting, either a walkthrough of Pro Tools or a live mix or just a Q&A if they have help. Week 1, the meeting is a Pro Tools walkthrough. I think when you're learning things like software, it's important to be able to ask questions in real time as you're learning the intricacies of the software. I did include a Canvas Basics for Students module, so if they've never used the Canvas platform before, they can take this quick and easy module and kind of learn their way around. Week 2, navigating Pro Tools and working with audio. Again, the course follows a similar pattern of discussion, quiz, assignment, project component, but each week they're doing very different tasks. Like this assignment in week 1, they're designing a studio space, and then in week 2, they're actually working and editing with audio. So even though there's a routine, each week they're doing different things. I think the routine is good because they get in a pattern of knowing, okay, I have a discussion to do, I have a quiz to do, but with the assignments and the discussion topics, they're discussing very different things. So next week I want to look at in detail is week 4. Again, there's an overview video, reading quiz, Adobe Connect meeting, and project part 1 submission. I want to look at this assignment because it's one of my favorite ones. So this week, for this assignment, I've given them an audio file, and their job is to transform it, make it sound totally different, destroy it, do what they want using audio effects plugins. Audio effects plugins are like my favorite thing on earth, so I really enjoyed this assignment, so I want to show it to you. Again, syllabus is built in. I'm running out of time here to make my 10-minute window. So modules follow a pattern. Week 5, week 6, week 7. Each week I have a little video where they hear from the instructor. This is one of the things that I'm most proud of in this course, is that it's personal. They hear from the instructor on a consistent basis, either through the videos or through the meetings. And then week 8, they have a simple, just turning in their final project. So that's my course. 10 minutes, it's kind of hard to get it all in, but I'm proud that it's I think it's engaging. I think it's set up for students to succeed. I think it's personal as online learning can be. I think I've laid it out in a way that's simple for students to find their way around, and I think there's a lot of support from the instructor built into the course. So that's my course. I've really enjoyed building this course. I've learned a lot. I have a lot of things that I need to improve on, but I've really discovered kind of my strength and weaknesses, and I'm ready to start designing more courses on my own. I've learned a lot, and I think I'm only going to get better from here. So that's my course. Thanks.